All right, chapter 3, lesson 4. This is about multiplying integers. Okay, so we've added, we've subtracted, now we're going to multiply it. Okay, and so your learning target is simply that, is I know how to multiply integers. Okay, so the key concept here is to multiply integers, multiply the numbers as if both were positive, and if the integers have the same sign, the answer is going to be positive. If the integers have a different sign, the answer is going to be negative. So essentially what that means here is if we have a positive, this whole table, what this represents is a multiplication, okay? So if we have a positive times a positive right here, our answer is going to be positive, okay? If we have a positive times a negative, our answer will be negative. There's only one negative. They have different signs, so our answer is going to be negative. Again, if we have a negative times a positive, well, that's going to be negative. And if we have a negative times a negative, the answer will be positive. Okay, so if they have the same sign, the answer is going to be positive. If they have a different sign, the answer is going to be negative. If they have a different sign, meaning positive, plus and negative, the answer will be negative. Okay? All right, so example 1 says find 4 times negative 5. And right here, when we have the parentheses, this is what you're going to start seeing a lot of, is if you don't have something like there's no operation to it, meaning there's not a plus, there's not a minus, there's not a divide sign. What this means is that they're multiplying together, okay? So if we're finding 4 times a negative 5, we know that our answer is going to be negative. That's the first thing we're going to do. We know our answer is going to be negative because we have one negative number, we have one positive number. They're different signs, so it's going to be a negative answer. Now, 4 times 5 is 20, so our answer is negative 20. Okay. Honestly, this whole lesson about multiplying integers is pretty simple. It takes exactly what we've been doing with just multiplying anyway, and then applying it a little bit with integers. Okay. So example 2, let's do this one. We have find negative 6 times a negative 3. Now remember, these are the same sign, so our answer is going to be a positive answer. You can put a plus here if it helps you, or if you want, you don't have to put anything. And then simply 6 times 3 is 18. So our answer of negative 6 times a negative 3 is a positive 18. Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit more tricky of stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and move this up here in a second. We have negative 4 squared. Okay, this little, it's called an exponent. Okay, and it's that little number up to the right-hand corner of whatever your actual whole number is, okay? And what that means is really we have negative 4 times a negative 4. Okay, that 2 up there means that we're doing it twice. Negative 4, and then the same thing, a negative 4 again, okay? And right here we see that negative 4 times negative 4, that's the same sign, so our answer will be positive. And 4 times 4 is 16. So our answer is a positive 16. All right, last example here. We have now 3 integers. We have negative 5 times a negative 4 times a negative 1. So to do these ones, we just have to break it into smaller pieces. Let's do the first 2 first. So we have negative 5 times a negative 4. We know that answer, negative 5 times a negative 4. We know our answer is going to be a positive. So negative 5 times 4 is 20, so we get a positive 20. Okay. Now we have to take our positive 20 and we have to multiply that by a negative 1. Okay. And 20 times a negative 1, well, we know our answer is going to be negative because the signs are different. And 20 times 1 is 20. So we have a negative 20 as our final answer. Okay. And that's all multiplying integers is. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. But if you paid attention to this lesson at all, I think you'll get it. You just got to make sure you multiply correct. All right, thanks. Peace.